If I'm outside.
All right, we are back. Everything's up and running. The Dwemer ruin has been thoroughly searched, I believe. I'll go ahead and delete the fog of war. This is it. Welcome to the dungeon. Some dead Falmer, some Dwemer constructs, a lot of steam, and
machinery.
the Centurion.
The scary Centurion.
Spooky, scary Centurion. And you are back at the entrance. At the entrance of the cave, really. But this is a nicer map to look at, I believe.
That's the case of we'll head back to the city. I think we'll grab all the looted crap in the lost package with the Falmore heads and leave.
Oh, right. We forgot about that.
Yeah, the
We
Falmore.
should take at least one.
I'll take them all.
All.
I wouldn't just. Yeah, I'll take them all because, you know.
Some of the Falmer were killed by the Dwemer constructs. You could take a bunch of heads. It's reasonable to carry, let's say, one each, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got like 4 on my person. From the other 4 farm we took. Killed in the last, 2 sessions ago.
You could carry more, of course, but more than 2, 3 might start to be a bit cumbersome. For example, you wouldn't be able to fight while carrying them. You'd have to drop them when combat starts.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll
Okay,
drop
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Whether we have to necessarily drop them, we could just throw them at the enemy.
Yeah, that too. That's a possibility.
Yeah, so we'll take all the Falmore heads, even the ones we didn't kill, and we'll claim that we killed them. And leave.
I will just take a couple, just a couple.
I'll just take. Okay.
And if we are bringing the cart with us, if they are too cumbersome, we can put them in the cart. But personally, we'll just take 2.
Yeah, 2 each.
Now I'll take the ones that they aren't taking. So all the others.
Then could be a good idea to hollow them up and use them as boxing gloves.
It's like I'll just take them because
No.
it could be more gold per head. It could be more gold per head.
Oh my god.
Plus, Falmouth ears can be used for alchemy.
Oh, I
Yes,
forgot about that.
Oh.
What's that?
Falmouth ears can be used for alchemy.
I think that was ears.
It was ears, yeah. Falmer
Ears, yep. It was ears.
So yeah, just take all the Falmouth heads and leave. And any other loot that.
All of them?
Yes, I've said that multiple times.
Okay. But you take them.
That's what
I'll
I've
just
been
bring only
saying.
2 with me myself.
That's what I've been saying. I'll take all the heads that they're not taking.
How many Thalmor were they?
There were
in
a total
total?
of 22 Falmer in here.
Okay, so he will take at least Aurelia. Does Aurelia take any head?
Yeah, I take 2.
Okay, then so Bjorn takes 18. Can Bjorn carry 18?
What's the weight of them?
We'll have to go in the cart.
Would be like 1 or 2
Well, a
kilograms.
head weighs around half a kilo, I'd say.
0.5 pounds.
Probably even more.
So
Let me Google that, actually.
Actually, my head has to be attached to my body or it floats.
could you give me it in
It's science.
could you give me it in pounds, because that's what the
Between
sheets measure
2.3 and 5 kilograms, or 5 and 11 pounds. So let's say 5 pounds its head.
5 pounds and 18. Oh, no, 81.
Something
18.
over 2 kilos.
Yeah, I can carry it all without issue. It brings me up to 2.
The weight is not the only issue, though. But, yeah. I guess you can find
Attach my body or it floats.
I can take the other 4 heads off of you guys and add it to my inventory.
No, I keep it for myself. I don't know why, but I don't trust you about the heads. I don't know what to tell you.
So
22 heads. That's a big mass of objects. Do you have a bag big enough to hold 22 heads?
we leave for the village.
Oh yeah, so like I said before, I'm gonna put that bottle back in the crate, actually.
Yeah.
Well, technical issues, of course.
So it all proceeds to almost die. Gotta go get the drug cleric.
I don't know why Phil has guys. It doesn't trust me with heads. It's like I'm just gonna fucking sell them to collect the bounty.
Nice.
There is a bounty for the heads? I don't think so. They don't even know what they have. There is a bounty for the wine to be recovered, but not anything else.
Very late.
I guess the supposed bandits that stole them should be like dealt with.
Yeah, these things.
We just ask,
Oh my
but I don't think you're gonna get money for each head.
I don't know. Don't know how a system works.
Yeah, we'll just see.
At the very least, I'll be able to cut off the reels.
Yep.
But yeah, we're just gonna head back with all the with everything.
Yeah.
I mean, Bjorn could fashion for himself if he could find some artificers there. A body mount to stick the heads on it as a way
I
to
mean,
wear it in battle.
I'm proficient in blacksmithing.
Okay, then he can do it.
Yeah, obviously. But no, it's like
A mount on his shoulders and supported on his shoulders and his chest and the back with sticks going up.
so while Burger and Ferdinand,
That is a weird combination for a paladin, apparently.
I'm a conquest paladin. No,
But a paladin anyway.
no, like, paladins don't
No.
necessarily mean good people.
That is what 20 head-sized objects looks like.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
But I can
Bjorn
carry
will
them.
have to use a cart for that.
But according to carry weight limits, I can carry them all.
Yeah, but because of the proportions, there's no way you're running with them or doing anything like that. You're not climbing
Yeah, no.
anywhere with that much
No, that's
mass
fine.
hanging from you.
Yeah. Employ the KISS method. Keep it simple.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. We can hear you. We can see you. We can see the arena.
Because for some reason, my internet connection decided to off itself continuously.
Off itself.
Continually.
To
So you're heading back
unalive
to the
itself.
city?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Let us get the hell out of here.
You're taking the
But
loot
that-
with you? Do you
Yep.
recover it
We have a
from its
Yes.
hiding place?
yes.
Yes. We bring with us the cart with the wine and the heads and the few weapons that we found and gems that we found in the previous session, and nothing else much.
And I
I mean,
put,
it does not feel like to staying at the dungeon anymore.
and I put
Let's
back that
just get
bottle.
out of here.
I'll put back that bottle, and then we'll be good.
Going around in circles now. It's like, yeah, we'll head back. We're getting everything and head back.
You head back to the city. Everything's going okay. You meet a few travelers along the way. People going towards and leaving the city. Are your models here?
Well, that's nice.
I'm like, you turn on the wine and stuff. He puts all the heads, including everyone else's heads, in a small bag, and he was like, "I'm gonna turn these into the guard for the bounties and the bandits."
Aurelia, wineless. But knowing it was the right thing to do was just to place that damn bottle back.
Yeah.
So we're good.
The character's going to take all the heads and then find the guard, the bounty for these bandits, and turn on the heads.
So where are we now specifically? Are we already at
Yes.
the Lord Fralda's
You're
castle,
back at the estate, back at the city.
ready to meet him, to give our report of how we recovered the wine and whatever we found in that cave?
Apparently, GM's having technical issues constantly.
Yeah, OBS is bugged out and it's not streaming.
Uh,
Technical difficulties.
We should be okay. So, you are back at the estate. Serfrald is obviously with Sir Merard. Back at the estate, you can see his wife is at the garden enjoying a nice cup of tea. And well, people can see that you are carrying a bunch of stuff on you, and they express their curiosity by asking, "So, what's in the bag?"
Terminal doesn't just carefully grabs his own bag, pulls the head quickly in a way to scare the people. We found this! Do you want this?
And as he does that, I just tell out the rest, like, yep, found your bandits.
He goes, yeah, we found bandits. They were definitely Falmer in there.
Roll intimidation.
Intimidation. Oh, can I do this? I have such amazing intimidation.
Yeah, you and Terminal both can attempt.
Intimidation.
Intimidation.
Yes.
10. Not much.
One second.
Might have startled people.
Plus R 1D 20 plus plus. So it's 22
Wait a
from me.
minute. Did you say 20?
It's a d20.
Yeah.
Fair. After all, he has way more heads.
It is a
22 from me.
personality test.
Yes. Charisma.
Charisma.
Charisma plus proficiency.
So, what did you get, Bjorn?
I got 22.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, the present civilians all flee and scream in terror, while the guards take a more defensive position, presenting their weapons towards you and shielding themselves with their shields. And they start imploring you, "Please put that back! Please put that back! Don't hurt anyone!" What is that?
Terminal laughs.
Ooh, brother, ooh.
I'm not gonna. Anyway, I'm asking, where do I collect the heads? Where do I collect the reward for the bandits?
They
Who
look
at
at
the
each other.
reward?
Bandits? Which ones?
That.
And he starts like asking names of bandit leaders. You know,
I
the
described
Red
the location.
Claws, the Brutes of the Tower, all these random names of local bandit
Yeah,
kings.
I
Yeah, with
bandit
proper bounties attributed to them, not
I'm here
just
to,
random bandits.
yeah, it's like, hey, I'm here to collect the recent bandit attacks in the area that we saved these things from. These were these things. You guys said they were bandits. They weren't. They were far more.
Well, a bandit. He comes closer to inspect the head.
I know my character's saying they're far more, but you guys claimed they were bandits.
Yeah, but because we didn't know who did it, we assumed
Yeah.
it was the Brutes of the Tower.
Assume that
but
were bandits.
This certainly doesn't look like one of them.
No, it's a far more.
Terminal says, "Well, anyway, bandits or not, they are dead, and we expect some payment."
Especially
Yeah.
since we just got back your stolen merchandise.
Yeah.
Yes,
it
all
was
the
that way.
wine is with
You can
us.
talk with Sir Fraul about this. He personally admitted the request, so for your reward, you should talk with
Very,
him.
Okay.
very well. Then I will want to speak with him.
Very well. And
Let me gather more information on these local bandits, though. Maybe something worth doing.
You know, they are at far too hard to reach areas of the surrounding area. You know, in cliff sides, in distant caves, hidden deep in the woods.
I look at the obtine farmer head lying around the floor, and I look at him. You know,
Well,
like
if you're
that.
willing to
that
go
look.
look for them, I can point you out their last known locations and where they last hit, and our estimations of their camps to where they are. But you know, you're gonna need an army to take on so many well hidden and probably prepared bandits.
He looks at the 20 odd bandits and just looks at him again.
And he can show you on the map where they believe the bandits are located. Your map has been updated.
Really?
There is quest objectives added.
Aurelia just sitting there going, man, just thinking to herself, all of this over a freaking dress.
And
Oh my lord.
the other guard comes closer and says, "Come on now, disperse, disperse. Nothing to see here."
Nothing to see here. Yep. So Lord Thrald and Sir Meros are in the garden, I guess.
Yep.
When you go to the house,
With,
you only see Sir Thrald's wife hanging out there. She's just chilling, with
Okay.
sunglasses on,
Okay.
straw hat. You know.
Awesome. I guess I'm actually gonna need tips.
Taminal respectfully, but not.
You greet her.
Oh,
Well,
well.
Okay, he's back. Okay.
What was it?
At least. But anyway. Oh, I just saw the thing come back.
Okay.
oh,
Can you hear me?
I think he's.
Oh, I can hear you. Good.
Yes.
So, what's going on?
Well, he just asked,
Taminal just asked Lord Thrald's wife if he can see Lord Thrald to speak with him about the cart of wine that was stolen and now recovered. And apparently the perpetrators behind the crime were killed, all of them.
Ah, that is very good to hear. And she calls for a servant to bring Sir Thrald and Meros down with.
and Aurelia says, oh yeah, we also got your shipment of dresses back too.
In the heads of the
Oh, right,
26
yeah.
bandits. But not bandits, Willie Falmore.
She looks and goes, please don't show her that. She'll probably faint.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll show it to you. I'll show it to your husband.
believe this one was Sir Merard,
Yeah, I remember.
and I don't remember who Sir Frau was.
Aurelia just kind of
Neither
looks at
do
her. Looks at Sir Fald's wife and goes, "If he's about to pull it out, pull out those heads."
No, I'm not
Um,
going to.
Okay, good.
Just like I said, I'll show it to your husband when you.
Just tell her to turn away.
They both come down, like laughing, being in a good mood.
Aurelia looks at them and goes, "Good news, y'all can keep the good vibes going. We got some. we scored all that wine y'all ordered."
Ah, Sir Frald is very, very happy to hear that. Oh, I'm glad I hear that. Did you get the bandits?
And Lord Merald, I believe there's something there that might interest. We found a giant. We decided to leave immediately as we saw the giant because it is a giant. But I think this would interest you. Lord Merald, do you still want to fight the giant? Okay.
A giant? Well, I aim to indeed complete such a task in the near future. It's gonna be a proof of my martial prowess.
R.I.P.
I mean, this is only a baby giant. You can kill the baby giant, you might be able to kill the big giant.
Well, I'd like to fight a proper giant.
Baby
Yeah,
giant.
but this giant, Aurelia, she goes, "This giant was metal."
Shh! Terminal says to Aurel to quiet. Quiet! Shh! Not battle.
She doesn't know what
It's a
she's
giant, a
about.
proper giant. We saw a giant sleeping and we didn't want to disturb the giant, so we left.
She took
Oh,
her
yeah.
to the head. She doesn't know what she means. One of the family pointed her in the head real hard.
Oh, a
She just
sleeping
looks
giant.
at both of
Like the inn?
Yes, like the
Yeah.
end.
Well, that would be a good way to approach him, wouldn't it? While he's asleep.
Yep.
Then I'd have the
Know what
best
they
chance
say?
of killing him.
Well, you know what they say though, where the baby sleeps, the mummy and daddy aren't too far behind.
Lord Merald, if you decide to go there now, we will accompany you. Or at least I will accompany you.
Aurelia just kind of goes, "I've had my fill for the day. I think I just need to be, outside for quite a while."
Yeah, speaking of which,
There is also another person coming from inside the manor. It is a Khajiit.
Because it has wires.
Terminal recognizes the Khajiit.
No? Terminal watches the Khajiit and he sees a friend. A friend that he met some time ago at Hammerfell. And Terminal yells, Korjurdov! And he goes to meet him and greet him.
Well, he is happy to see you. Well met. This one did not expect you to see you here.
And this one did not expect you to see you here either. Come, my friend, we have much to talk about.
These ones have indeed. Let's share a cup of whatever brew the closest inn provides.
So Taminal goes with Kojurdov to the local inn, and I will like take a break from this moment to let the rest be played out by Aurelia and by Bjorn, so they can decide whatever they decide.
Well, we're gonna need payment for the wine and such first.
I need 20 odd heads I've collected.
Yeah. So
You want proof of the heads?
Oh, your rewards shall be very handsome, says Serfrand. You have brought me my desired goods, and as I can see, you have also dealt with the denizens of the cave that perpetrated this thievery.
Do you want the heads?
You can keep them.
Okay.
Sir Merald points out they would make a nice trophy though, and goes to inspect one of them closely.
I'll sell you that one. I'll give you a good price. As you can see, it's a perfect cut across the head.
Well, he weighs it. Well, that's the head though. I'd like a proper one with some, with its full equipment to have, you know, the complete thing. A head doesn't quite portray the beast in its whole glory.
I get that. There's more in the cave.
So Sir Fraud says that your reward is going to be 150 gold total. Provisions for the road.
Remember that Taminal is not present, so he doesn't know what happened here. So he doesn't know how much money they got, and nothing like that.
50 gold. Bjorn will whistle to... I forgot your character's name, Ferdinand. Let's whistle to the bard and go and toss you 50 gold.
Okay.
And you're also free to get some of the wine. You could get
So
2 bottles of wine each. It would be
Cool.
considered rude to get 2 bottles, but he is offering you to get some wine.
cool. I'll take some.
He doesn't
'Cause
specifically
if-
say that he is giving you 2 bottles, but it would be
I think you
acceptable.
If we take 2 bottles, he wouldn't bat an eyelid at it.
see, it paid out not having to steal the wine.
I mean,
You
but
still got some wine.
didn't get the whole shipment though. I'm an out character.
Listen, I'm putting down 2 bottles of fine ass wine. Drinking later.
Me, I'm just gonna look at it. I'm gonna go selling this.
Yeah, I got 100 gold, so I think you know where I'm going, boys.
Buy yourself that dress.
And now we'll finally be able to start infiltration. Hopefully.
So, my lord, any other jobs kicking around?
You're asking Sir Frald or Sir Merard, or both of them?
I'm not asking my previous employer. I'm asking the
Okay.
other,
Sir
the
Frald.
guy that actually owns Sir Phil Johnson.
Actually, I am gonna float that idea by Mellard before I forget to tell him.
Uh, Sir Frald is looking to gather an army from High Rock to assist some Red Guards in Hammerfell versus some orcs. A specific, a number of orc strongholds have been causing problems down there, and a Red Guard Lord is willing to compensate Sir Frald or whoever answers the call for some mercenary work.
How much we talking?
It depends on the skill set you provide and your station in the war. An average footman will have his daily expenses covered, food and some place to stay in the military camp or wherever the army stays. And if you are a knight leading the charge on horseback, let's say, which is most commonly reserved for Bretons and members of the house that's in charge, then it could even mean thousands in coin and most definitely some other high value loot.
Maybe worth it. Before the cleric war, I'll personally say, so maybe worth a go.
What, you want to go all the way to Hammerfell to basically do what we're doing here?
I have other plans.
I am not eager to go back to a place full of fucking sand.
I mean, elves.
Yeah, I've been to elsewhere.
No, Hammerfell. Say the Hammerfell.
Yeah, and that's a desert.
Hammer.
No, not all of
No,
not
okay.
all over the Hammerfell is desert.
it's
Only the
all of
Alikir
Hammerfell
desert.
You were in the desert part of Hammerfell, it seems, but
The northern part, the northeastern parts are more
Grassland.
like normal forest, I think.
I have a bone to pick with the elves.
After all, Hammerfell borders Skyrim, so
Still, I don't like sand. Coarse, rough, irritating. Like it's everywhere.
Whereabouts is it? Is it the northern part, northeast part?
is it close to Skyrim or close to the High Rock border, something like that, in that ballpark?
So it's near the area of Gillane, which is the northwest part.
Northwest, so close to Skyrim.
No, Skyrim is on the eastern part.
Alright, I've got my compasses mixed up. Northwest, I went, well, it's not desert.
She looks and she goes, okay, so here's another thing. I don't want to be going from province to province right now. I just like to stay in a province for a little longer instead of, going from place to place.
This is going to be a massive campaign sort of thing. This is going to be months. It's going to take us months to get there. And it's going to take months to even prepare.
Don't we have the that whole the ladies' house to figure it out too?
Yeah, we can do that. I'm just setting something up for after that.
Yeah,
Terminal was thinking if
Same with going Hammerfield right now, though. What my character's saying is we do that after whatever you guys have planned to get us done.
Alright.
Okay.
March through Citadel, essentially. Like, he
I'm
wasn't saying,
trying.
oh, let's leave and go do that. He was saying, no, after it, because it's going to take months to even prepare such a campaign.
Alright then. I'm just gonna go talk to Miraz about the house that.
Oops. He fell.
Sorry, guys.
Down.
Oh, we're back.
I
You're back.
accidentally hit the button. I'm gonna ask for Miraz like any info he's got on that house.
It's a small house. Haven't really had any interaction with them.
But has anyone in your family, like your sisters, your brother?
Well,
Big
they
deal.
had passed. They had come past our city once, and they wanted to visit us. But we had some other, more prestigious guests at the time, and we weren't able to accommodate them. Why? What's the matter?
I'm gonna infiltrate. By that I mean I'm going to dress up as I'm like I point back to Sir Fall's wife. I'm going to dress up like a noble lady and try to see or get them to trust me in a way that they'll reveal whatever plans they have.
Do you know their plans? What is the goal of this?
All I know is that they wanted you and the Duke to fight, and they wanted the Duke to most likely kill you and probably cause a war because guarantee your brother's not gonna take your death lying down.
I see. Well,
And
then I should pay a visit to that house.
because if you go there, they might be expecting that. And probably have a lot of, well-trained guys, not like peasants. We're talking well-trained mercenary folk who are used to seeing a guy in armor and know how to deal with that.
Make a deception check.
I mean, I'm not
Meral
wrong.
turns to Serfrald and, with total conviction in his eyes, asks him, "Before you go on that voyage, my friend Frald, would you like to test out your troops against this noble house?"
Oh god. We're casting guidance.
And I'm also gonna.
That's a 23, my guys.
Serfrald seems to be considering the offer, but then consoles and sort of calms Sir Merar down, saying, "Oh well, just tell your brother to deal with it. I'm not gonna hold my army to deal with some rando. I have more important things to do, as do you, I believe. Let those bickering chickens be dealt
Tell you
with
what, my lord.
by
Sorry,
someone
continue.
of a more suiting station than a lord of your house." "Well then," says Sir Merard, "if all this is not done by the time I have slain the giant, then I will have to deal with it myself."
Okay, I just need to know where they're at.
Well, their house lays by that area and points out on a map. They're not far from the Baron's hamlet. They are related, after all. That's why I can't really put my finger on why they would risk the Baron getting killed.
And then it's like as soon as she clicks, she goes, because if you killed him, they'd have probable cause to kill you.
Oh, such a shame.
Because if you killed him, they could be like, they could point to you and be like, "Oh, look at Sir Mellard. He's unhinged. He needs to be put down because he killed the Baron." You know, being related and all.
Well, I would have killed him in an honorable duel that shouldn't spark any controversy between us. Also,
He's
isn't
right about that one.
the Dark Brotherhood for killing nobles? I mean, they probably couldn't afford it, but that's what I would do anyway.
Or there's the other option of, if you killed him, he'd be out of the way, meaning they could take over the baroncy.
Yeah, that's probably more likely. More likely.
So that's why I'm going to one, get a dress, because that's the first step of this. I need in order to look the part.
Of course. You wouldn't want to be mistaken as one of the peasantry.
Yes, I wouldn't. And then the next step would be figure out how I'm gonna get it in there.
That's easy enough. After all, we did recover a reasonable fortune of gear and stuff. Took out a bunch of Falmar, and you can continue doing little stuff around about, little stuff, odd jobs here and there. Eventually, you get a reputation because who else to get on the side than a woman who's leading two burly men into combat?
That'll work.
Yes. Reputation is amongst nobles is everything. If you're a noble of action, well, it speaks louder than words. Isn't that right, Phil?
Sir Frald's wife intervenes and says, well, I know a better way than getting dirty and risking death to put yourself in between some noble women. As you can see, I am one myself. And she proposes that you follow a certain Khajiit caravan that goes around this area. It's probably the one you met back at the Baron's Hamlet, or someone affiliated with that one. And you could accompany that caravan and carry with you some items that would be coveted by such patrons. It could either be jewelry or some sort of exotic souvenir that they would covet, and probably
A pillow.
even suit their cause, like a lucky charm of fertility, I'd like to say.
I pull out a gem of 50 GP, which I have in mind of which related previously, and I'm like this.
This is a nice one,
And I-
yes. A proper jeweler might be able to make a wonder out of this.
Where's the jeweler?
I have my jeweler busy right now, but I can recommend you to one of his apprentices.
Okay. Where is he?
He's at the city. You can find him. He's right next to the brewer hut.
Okay, I'll head there, and you guys continue doing your thing.
Aurelia then goes, well, I'm still gonna go get that dress in case in case that plan goes south and we need to go for plan B.
Yeah, as you continue doing your thing, I'll make this jewelry from this gem.
To the drip store.
The jeweler.
To the drip.
Going to the jeweler. You find the jeweler. He's a Breton. The jeweler that Sir Froll's wife was referring to, her name is Queen, even though, she's not a queen. Lady Queen was referring to is an old Breton who is very busy indeed. You can see him hunched over some piece of some golden piece, probably a chain, and he is very meticulously putting it together. And once they hear that you come from Lady Queen, he calls to one of his apprentices, an orc woman, and she is very willing to help you. She's very welcoming and wants to get on your request right ahead.
Yeah. I'm like, what would be a fine piece of jewelry for this fine, magnificent ruby? A necklace, perhaps?
She takes the gem, takes a good look at it, as sort of speculates its value, and announces that this would make a very fine bracelet. Would you like me to cut it into smaller pieces and have it cover the whole bracelet, or would you like it to be one piece on the bracelet?
You know what? I'll say artist's choice. I want this thing to be exquisite in value.
Oh, very well.
I'm prepared to set aside even more gold to make it even more valuable. 50 GP more gold, perhaps?
Oh, it's gonna be a proper jewel, worth a lot more than just a piece of raw gem. I'm thinking of making it into a single piece. It's gonna be a bolder statement. And indeed, it sounds like a good choice.
Yeah.
The master jeweler also chimes in with a affirming nod. And
I don't know anything
the
about
orc
gold.
jeweler will be starting right now.
What I'll do is I'll also place 50 GP on the counter and say, add more into it. Go wild.
All right then. You should
Nah.
have it by the end of the day. Right now, it is 11 in the morning.
No worries. I will leave and just go to the tavern.
You would most likely meet Terminal there. Let's get to Aurelia.
Yep.
What were you looking for?
Just, you know what I'm looking for, the ultimate grip. We must have. We have to match our Air Talos 41s. The Talos twins.
So to the blacksmith, or no,
To the black for a dress.
to the tailor.
I was gonna say, hey, buddy, you made me a dress. My brother is fast. I make armor.
I can make your skill dress.
My sister in Talos.
The tailor, the best tailor in this city, is a dark elf. And you know, he has the full tailor attire, pins on his hat, sewing kit on his waist, a measuring rope wrapped around his forearm for quick access. And the moment he sees you, he starts assessing your drip. He scans you from top to bottom, and
Power
doesn't
level
really
low.
have much to say.
Insult.
What can
Why
I do
don't
for
you-
you?
I go, I need a dress. A nice, noble dress that can be worn in battle, but isn't recommended it to be in the front.
He takes a more straightforward stance. Has some sort of complaint painted on his face. And what do I look like to you, a blacksmith?
I go, well, I was more thinking that it was a dress that I could probably just wear a plate over.
You can see him being very, very deep in thought.
Like
when he
like
hears
an
that.
armored like an armored dress. I think that involves some blacksmithing skills. Yeah, I guess.
He comes closer to you, definitely invades your personal space, and starts measuring you with his rope. Well, you are definitely Nord stock. Starts measuring your legs, your waist, your shoulders. Grabs your
This
arms,
is a bit a little
stretches his
creepy.
out,
Sorry.
measures
Yeah.
it.
He notices that she's smaller than the average Nord. She didn't eat enough both when she was a kid.
Didn't drink enough mead.
No, apparently the orphanage lady kept saying meat's bad for you.
Takes a step back, puts his hand on his chin. Mutters something not really audible. Grabs a piece of cloth, puts it on you, starts measuring again. Well, I can't make it stop an Orcus battle hammer, but I can make you something that could probably stop a dagger.
Sounds good.
And then starts showing color options, fabric options, some designs. You can see that he means business. He didn't come all the way from Morrowind for nothing.
Yeah, I can see that. Definitely can see that, that's for sure. Like, I'm gonna go with like a very simple but bold option. You know, something that looks really good, but is also very easy to make.
He sort of gets offended when if you say that you want something that's made easily. And
Well-
he complains that art is not about art is not about ease. It's about making a statement. If you
I go, you know
don't
what? I'll go with. I'll go with what you recommend.
That's a smart move. And starts explaining all those details about what he sees on you, what specific type of fabric he would use and why, the thickness of the plate he's going to use, the tint and the glossiness of the metal, and how a proper tailor should maintain it after. It's if it's probably damaged or anything else, that you should only replace the metal parts with the right ones, and if there's ever a hole in it, you should patch it up this way specifically.
He won't have to worry about that because I can just use mending on it.
And he ends up on a pretty nice design actually. Seems both practical and dashing.
Wonder how much it's gonna be.
It's gonna set you back 50 gold, 50 septums.
Alright, I'll hand him the 50 septums.
He
It's all
rejects
the
the
money we
money.
make.
I only accept payment after the art piece is done.
Oh,
Mind tricks don't work with me, only money. Remind me of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would fail. You would fail. How forget? Yeah, forget it. I forgot the word.
Persuasion check, deception.
Persuasion check. You would fail a persuasion check with him.
Yeah, persuasion check disadvantage.
And then he needs to take some measurements from you. He writes them down. And then sort of sends you away. Come on, I have work to do.
okay. Well, I'll see you when you're done. And I'm gonna go to the tavern to meet up with the boys.
Jim, there is one thing though. When I said I'll go to the tavern, I wouldn't immediately go there because I realised there's some stuff I need to get rid of
Okay.
in my inventory. I'll basically go to the blacksmith and sell the 3 Falmer swords and the Falmer staff I have in my inventory.
Okay. Make a persuasion check. Because the blacksmith sort of looks at them and says, "Well, that doesn't look like metal at all.
No,
What
it
am I
is. You
supposed to
see,
do with this? Eat it."
no, it's good. It's not the best melt, but you can melt it down and probably get iron out of it.
Can you melt it down? It's pretty much resin from the
It's some sort of
chorus or
chitin,
chorus.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, it's chitin.
Oh, it's kind of like, yeah, you can rip it apart and make armor out of it.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
25.
25.
He goes to check the sharpness and cuts himself. Starts
Ouch!
swearing,
There's a whole bunch
punches
more
up
where
his
that came from.
finger. "Ah, fuck, I'll get them off you.
Yeah. Say
And buys each piece for 5 gold.
50 gold.
Actually, I might go over there and sell that dwarven strut to him.
I was about to say, do you guys just want me to sell the
I have the metal strut with me.
yeah, but it's a case of we can kind of meta game this a little bit and say if you left the metal strut with him, he would have then just sold it.
Okay, as long as I
So-
get the money.
So I would shut. Yeah,
You can sell
he'll
that
sit
other
down
stuff.
the metal strut and go, how much for this? Yeah, the drama stuff is like you can melt this down for drummer ingots. Huh? Huh? You want this drummer stuff? Come on, take the drummer stuff.
No. You can either sell the strut for metal.
It's priced in weight probably.
Yeah, it's probably priced in weight.
Which is gonna be worth 30 septims, or you could sell it for to be made as a weapon and get 45 septims.
Okay, I'm assuming she'll want the best deal possible, so that'll be the 45 septims.
Okay.
Hell yeah, the strut is paying for itself.
Yeah, and then I mean you're gonna pull out my old. I'm gonna pull out my great sword and my long sword, and go how much for these?
The what? Sorry.
I have a great sword and a long sword in my inventory. That's my starting gear.
Oh.
I've got a +1 long sword now, so I no longer need these two long swords. This long sword and a great sword.
The great sword. He is willing to get it off you for 30 septims.
30 septims. That's 30 septims for me. I've made my money back. 60.
Also,
What about the longsword?
in my mind, the a septim in the Skyrim game would translate to 1 gold coin in D&D money would be equal to 2 septims. So from Ser Fraud you would be getting a total of 30 septims. 300 septims. So each one of you could get 100, not 50.
100 set.
Because when I'm thinking in D&D gold, I tend to think of lower values. But in septims there is a bit of inflation. So yeah, Serfraud has given each of you 100 septims. And yeah.
So are you just giving that in septims value for here? I'm just assuming the gold value you gave us is just the septim value. Just to make it easier on me. So if you say 300 gold, I know it's 300 septims. Just for future reference. So I
Yeah.
can write it down. So how much for the longsword?
Okay, so the blacksmith is willing to get those off you.
Yeah, I sell him the longsword and say, thank you for your patronage, and I'm going to head straight to the alchemist and sell these Felmer heads.
Shit.
Let's see. Okay.
22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29. I have 29 Felmer heads.
Good lord. Bro's carrying 29 Palmer heads.
Yeah, in that armor, man, you must be sweating like hell.
Yeah. Now I'm getting a workout here. This is why I've got my 20 strength, you know?
Well, the alchemist is pretty weirded out by the huge bloody sack of heads you brought in her workshop, and she immediately starts spraying herbs and other stuff around to mitigate the smell, and has an obvious look of appall on her face.
Yeah, like, you can use the ears.
Sort of hesitantly looks inside the sack.
Just me and Shadow, bro.
And
I'm just-
yeah. Yes, I could use them. You know, this Breton woman behind the counter in shock.
Sell the whole lot to you for, say, 20 seconds a piece.
That she's not agreeing to that price. No, she's not.
Yeah,
going
no,
to-
this is where we start haggling. He's like, it's clearly not a serious offer. And I'm like,
She's going to offer 5 septims per head.
5 seconds per head, so do some D&D math, so
It'd be 100 gold.
5 seconds per head, 100 gold. And I'm like, thank you. Pleasure doing business. Shakes his hand and is like, might end up being more in the future.
Bro.
She rejects. No, we wouldn't be needing any more.
Please, no, don't bring any more. I s-
And then
now I'm
bring just the heads back.
Now
all
I'm-
heads.
now I'm imagining having this image in my head of a dump truck full of heads pulling back with
Yeah.
the buzzard with the buzzer. Teet, just dumps it out. All the heads rolling up inside the alchemist shop.
killed this. Lord. Aurelia's now just at the bar with Pomino, waiting for her dress to be done.
We also have an empty common soul gem. You want me to sell that at the magic store?
No,
Okay.
we're gonna keep those in case we need them for something.
Okay. And I'm just gonna, you're gonna see me walk, and I'm like, so here's a 35 GP for each of these with the Falma heads. Here's your 45 GP for your Dwemer thing.
Thank you. So now she's so
Puts his helmet off, sits there, clearly jaded. Like, I'm done.
Aurelia looks and she goes, "Well, guys, I did do something with that dress. It's gonna be practical, you'll see."
Yeah, pick whatever
Okay.
design you want from the internet, I guess, and you can use that.
Alright, got this.
Taminal, you see both your companions join you in the tavern.
Okay. Terminal greets him. Glad that you chose to join us, because I have something very important to tell you. Aurelia, Bjorn, my friends. I will help you with all this noble lady's business, but after that I'm done. I'm going to speak with Lord Fralds, to see if he is going to hire me as his personal bard for his house. My adventuring days are over.
Any particular reason?
I have been thinking about this since all the way back to elsewhere, when I almost died in that temple. And there were like a couple other instances where I almost died again. I'm no fighter. I'm a singer. This is not a life for me. So I had this is my friend Kozhurdov. We met a while back in Hammerfell. He was a mercenary hired to protect a caravan. He's a fighting monk, and he will take my place, and he has already agreed to help you should you decide to leave, because I will stay here at High Rock.
Well, for the short time I've known you, he places his hand, Bjorn places his hands on his shoulder, he's like, it's been an honor.
I'm still here. I'm really curious about how this thing will play out.
Oh, yeah, no,
But
I was meaning
I'm just
beforehand.
warning you ahead, so not to be a shock.
Yeah.
Or in case I died, because that's really possible.
Yeah, yeah,
So
that's
not
why
I have anything to say about it.
and that's why I'm saying it's been a pleasure.
Terminal bows in respect, and he pulls his lute to play a song. Since they are all inside the tavern, right?
Yes.
Okay. He will play a song for everyone.
Let's see. I think I'll just go with the battle armor design from like Hyrule Warriors. You know, the one that Zelda wears. Total Girl Boss. But other than that, Aurelia's gonna pull out that nice, expensive bottle of wine. Well, and just have a little sip of it. Little baby stamp. Because she's still gotta go get her dress later.
It is the wine that makes all the other provinces jealous of High Rock.
Ah. Which
Yeah, there's no stuff like this in Skyrim. Strong ale might be one thing, but a fine wine, hits different.
this tastes good.
Speaking of which, I'm going to go to the bartender and say how much for these 2 bowls of fine wine. Dealing with a capitalist paladin.
Totally.
Bro, you're such a capitalist. You're just like, yep, capitalism. Well, now we really have to turn that Dormer ruin into a spa, so that way Tominal has money to fall back on in his retirement.
Its bottle of wine will set you back 25 septims.
Oh, no, I'm selling my 2 bowls.
Oh, you're selling them.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's willing to get its bottle for 10 septims.
Can I try and persuade him to go 15? That is fine wine.
Make a difficult persuasion check.
Take a guidance, my friend.
Guidance, so that's... Oh, sorry. Come on. Yes, God, come on, don't be a bitch. Slash. Oh.
Exclamation point.
Yeah, no, I keep getting exclamation point now mixed up. 20 plus 7. So 16.
I can get a better deal from Sir Frald.
Oh.
Can't- This is where we begin negotiating. 12?
You know, he's still resistant, a bit hesitant to deal with you. I have
Okay,
a
then I'll
very luxurious deal with our lord. I wouldn't like to break his trust. Not worth it for 2 bottles of wine. If you had more, or if you had something else, maybe we could strike a deal, my friend. But I wouldn't risk Selfrald's trust for just 2 bottles, you know.
10 gold it is.
Alright.
I feel like I've just been ripped off, but hey.
Well,
Yeah, no, I get it. It's just what my character feels like. He's like, yeah. Anyways, the jewel there, I used a party jewel that we salvaged, and I put 50 GP into it to make it even better. So it's 100 GP valuable, maybe more valuable. But all I'm saying is that bracelet, that necklace or bracelet, whatever they're making, is mine.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I'll make it up to you. Make it up to you both.
It's not a big deal.
Okay. So by the end of the day, let's say at 9 in the evening, 9 in the night, 9 o'clock at night, all of your requests should be completed at the tailor end, at the jeweler. The bracelet has a total worth of 120. And your battle dress is done.
Nice.
It counts as, let's say, medium armor.
Oh,
Let me.
Can't use it, can you?
so it's
What
it'd probably be more hide armor, right?
what kind of cleric are you?
I'm a life cleric.
Life. I think clerics base
Oh, it's
can use
heavy
medium,
armor.
but I think they can only use
You
light.
get proficiency with heavy. Do base clerics get proficiency with you have proficiency with medium armor.
Huh?
Proficiency in medium armor. You can use it.
Maybe. All right. So, would it be like a chain shirt or hide, or like a breastplate?
Let me see.
It'll be chain shot. If it's medium, it'll be no, it wouldn't be chain. It's chain's heavy.
Chain's heavy, yeah. Chain shirt is medium. I would say it is sort of like a chain shirt. A chain shirt normally offers 13 AC plus a maximum of 2 from dexterity.
Yep.
I'm gonna say that because it's a dress as well, it's gonna be giving you 14 without dexterity bonus. And it's going to increase your charisma by 1
Nice.
when you wear it.
Nice.
I just let my presence do the talking.
Yeah. So I go back to the group wearing the dress.
gonna sit. I had given you a price, hadn't I?
Yeah, 50 gold.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tip him an extra 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
He reluctantly accepts the extra.
And I'm gonna head back to the group in my new battle armor. Effectively, this is just battle armor.
Yeah. You can see Aurelia is looking splendid in that new set of armor.
I'm ready. Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. I'm ready. Puts on glass helmet. She's ready for the blood bowl. Ready to get some penalties.
You wearing a dress with the glass helmet is when the parts don't fit, but you cannot pass the stats.
This game, yeah, but Aurelia goes, see, it's practical, yet elegant.
One of the followers of Sir Merard comes along, recognizing you. He says, I should get me missus one of those.
She goes, yeah, but the Taylor's pretty nice. You'd have to get your wife down here, then he's quite expensive.
Expensive, like what? It's gonna ask for 20, 30?
50.
50.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Not worth it.
Oh, it is.
I
I
mean,
put a dagger. I pull out my dagger and I just like actually stab her, but not like full force, but pretend it's full force right into the shoulder where the plate is. And it stops it. Just to signal it.
I just look at him, but if you don't get your goddamn hands on this goddamn press, you drunk Talos worshipping motherfucker. Before I toss you
He looks at you like, I wish a pack of you, you dog.
a little goddamn velocity.
Yeah, no, he's just proving a point. He's like, worth it, don't you think?
Angry cleric noises.
I buy her a bottle of mead to cheer her up.
Well,
Chrissy drinks the bottle of wine.
the
You know, he
salesman
messed in a
just
bottle.
scoffs and says, well, I prefer a lady without any clothes anyway.
Don't we both?
She goes, so this is why Azula would always assault the drunk men at the bar.
Yeah.
Okay,
His,
I'd
his
been-
tankard is still full. He's not drunk enough to start a brawl. He's thinking
No,
of it though.
She goes, I
I see.
remember one time.
Is that the vibe I get from him?
Yeah.
I look at him. I'm also giving the vibe to him is like, let's take this outside for fun.
Like Aurelia, where she goes, I remember we were in the Bannered Mare once, and some dude, I forget his name, but he had a weird aura about him. I've been to the Cloud District very often. Well, he was drunk and being a dick. We're talking about that bar with such force that he's.
Was it a baby?
No, I said some dude.
Because we are 50 years before that. No, not 50, 20. Well, it's all been what, teenager, a kid. It was probably a kid.
I mean,
He been to the Cloud District very often.
you know, she suffers from a dragon break.
Maybe it was his father. It was his father. You've been to the Pride District very often, and that is why Nazim has no father.
Well, the annoyed swordsman brushes his shoulder against you as he meets the rest of them and says, "Well, meet you on the battlefield, medic."
Did he just brush your shoulder? Medic? I just step up and go like, fuck this. Charge right at him and hook him.
Make an attack roll.
Aurelia's just gonna like walk towards Tom and Paul and just stand there and watch this and hopefully not get,
24.
Okay.
Terminal pulls his attention into the fight, and he slowly starts diddling like a fighting song of sorts.
Aurelia just starts drinking wine and she's like, I miss life.
You clock
roll
him
down.
right at his jaw. He falls down. And the rest of them aren't happy about it.
Oh, they're all fighting. I'm like, okay. Oh.
And this is how we start. And this is how we start a bar fight. Ladies and
And
gentlemen,
they
boys.
get up swearing.
weapon.
And they put you down. They're not picking up weapons or anything. They're gonna give you a proper good old beating.
Oh, here's the thing, boys. 1v1.
They're not
Too pussy to
listening.
fight me one-on-one. Let's. It's expectable, you know. But I know you guys are honourable. 1v1.
Well, the lords might be honorable, but the peasants don't seem to be following the same traditions. They
Okay.
all gang up
As
on you.
As that happens, I just pick up a chair and smack one that comes in at me.
Okay.
Boom.
Fucking guys. Yeah. Oh, you hit him while he had his back turned. You sucker punched him. Okay. So. Make an attack roll.
Boom. That's 12. I don't think that hits. So what I'm gonna do here?
Do all of them attack him at once?
Yes. They gang him up. You know, one of them grabs his legs, tries to throw him down. The other one pulls on his hand. The other grabs the armor and tries to, since
So-
you've taken your helmet off, he's pulling on your shoulder pads, trying to hold you down, not give you the benefit of any flexibility. And the
So
other one
he-
just starts punching. Starts punching at whatever he can get, beneath the arm where there's a gap. Starts kicking you on the side
Terminal
of the leg.
asks. Terminal
Well,
asks Bjorn, "Do you need any help?"
One moment.
Okay.
Paladin. So what's gonna happen here?
Yeah.
Because they're ganging up on me right here, I think this is the perfect time. To do this, I'm just gonna immediately channel divinity. As an action, you force each creature of your choice within 30 meters of you. So all these guys have to make a wisdom saving throw. Oh, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, throw 15.
And what happens?
If they fail, they are frightened. And they will have disadvantage on me.
Okay. Two of them failed. The other two surprisingly succeed on their roll. So, the one who's facing you gets dazzled by your divine blessing. You can also hear the other one sort of stumble and stutter while he is not beating you as hard. And okay, now let's see what they are doing. One scores a fucking critical. The other one with disadvantage doesn't do anything. The other one also does not much. And the other one gives you a knee to the ribs.
Ow.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. That's 20 plus 4. 20.
Okay. You're still holding up. You are resisting.
I'm just gonna clack the one that's fucking that fucking need me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna basically headbutt him and fucking kick him in the nuts.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Aurelius just
Terminal says
25.
again. Terminal asks again. Just say the word, Bjorn.
as I knee him, punch me, as I knee him in the nuts and go, don't worry, I'll let you know.
Okay, one of them goes down. Now they strike back. Another, what's it called? Willowmaker punch to the face. The other guys are still holding you. It's not a fair fight by any means. Make another Constitution saving
Yeah.
throw.
actually, if it's not a fair fight, then don't worry. The cleric's got a way to save the problem, fix the problem.
Oh no, it's like... Jim, just for the flavour of this, if I pass this, would it be possible for me to, like, slap in a... Normally it's a weapons attack, but for the lows, could I, like, punch smite one of these guys if I pass this? 16.
Yeah, you pass it. It's your turn. Go ahead.
Yeah. So is punch smite a thing?
Yeah, it's not gonna consume a spell slot, but it's gonna be a divine punch.
Yeah, 20. Yeah. You just bang.
Aurelia just watches this fight. She just looks towards the other men, and she just... and she thinks to herself, I could walk up in there and punch one of them for just shoulder check me.
I imagine the guy I put divine punch goes right through the door.
He makes a complete 360 turn, falls backwards. His helmet flung off.
Actually, Aurelia decides to, I'm gonna put a bless on myself. I'm gonna walk over. And I'm gonna smash the first one I see in the mouth, because at this point Aurelia is a little tipsy. A little drunk as gourd.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for them once again. Make a Constitution saving throw. It's gonna be even
For me?
harder this time.
20 plus 13.
Yeah, that's good.
I need to say, fuck, I need help!
You get knocked down. One of them grabs your arm, you turn to face him, and the other one fucking punches you to the mouth. You can feel your lip being split, cut, and there is blood. running down
Terminal
your chin.
steps forward and he casts what is the name?
Calm emotions.
Hold on.
Thunderwave.
A thunderwave.
Hold on, wait a minute. Domino, wait a second.
Yeah.
You will kill everyone in that bar.
You will.
Straight up, you will murder everyone in that bar.
Yeah,
There's a reason why I'm not using my...
Yeah, it's
Okay,
gonna kill
James, see the guy
someone.
that fucked me?
Yeah, and then we'll have a
Hmm.
different problem. So,
Yeah,
just
James,
hang on.
Yeah, Aurelia, you can make an attack roll.
Yeah, because I had already done the bless, and I'm doing this.
no, it's because I want to use my reaction, that's why. Yeah, that's
What's
punch
your
me.
Okay, I will use instead. I will use instead the vicious mockery. It's a cantrip.
Okay. So now it's Aurelia doing something, and what kind of reaction do you have, Bjorn?
It was hellish rebuke, but I want to do this non-lethally.
You can make spells
A
non-lethally,
10.
bro.
I got a 10, so Aurelia winds up, but because she's a weak little nerd, she's like,
Well, it is a slap. You slap him across the face. It's not enough to knock him down by any means. But
I go,
he
boy."
gets a bit winded. And while he was like being proud of himself for knocking down the fully armed knight-looking paladin, he gets slapped across the face. Whoa, whoa, woman, what's that? And then there is only one guy still standing.
I'm just gonna turn around and just.
Yeah,
Oh.
you are knocked down. You're knocked down. You're not really in a condition to fight anymore. You can stumble back
Oh.
up. But then he since he saw you going down, he's gonna stop fighting you. And says, "Yeah, that serves you right."
I'm gonna say, I hear no
Stupid.
bell. I hear no bell.
Okay. You can attack him, but you have a disadvantage now because of the concussion, I guess.
I'll put bless on him too.
Okay.
So that's +4.
Plus 1d4.
Plus 1d4. Terminal, you wanted to vicious mockery someone?
Yes.
The one still standing?
Yes.
Okay, it is successful.
He's successful.
Yes.
So
I roll a wisdom
he
save.
is not affected.
So that's.
He's not affected.
No,
19.
your spell is successful.
Oh, okay. So I just yell at him, saying improper things about his mother and himself and myself. And for example, why don't you get into your mother's room, because I think I left my underpants there.
Oh, mental damage. Emotional damage.
Yeah, it's emotional damage. Roll 1d4.
Aurelia just as soon as she hears that, she just goes, oh. You're awful.
Gasp!
3.
Okay.
3.
No.
He recoils. His laughter is cut short. And then, let me see Bjorn's roll. 1 moment.
19.
19.
Okay, yeah. Right in the face. Like, when he's turned slightly to his left, looking at Terminal, you have the perfect opportunity. The perfect alignment of chin and hand.
I've got a better description instead of chin and hand.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
As he looks around, what I do is I just, snap his leg
Yeah.
and just like quick succession, rapid left hand hook, bang bang, and then just elbow him.
Yeah. He gets put down.
And I'm just gonna sit down and go, your money's mine.
Aurelia just looks and she goes, now I'm gonna go and now we need to. She's just she's stammering a little bit. She's like, I'll teach you for touching my dress. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other guys start getting back up. Having enough of...
Good fight. Good fight, boys.
Yeah, fuck you too. And they make way to their table.
Be thankful we're in a city.
Damn. that's just the way of saying if we went to the city, I'd kill you.
Yeah. I think those men will be like, yeah, we can actually fight this one.
Anyway, so Aurelia just kind of goes, why did you punch him?
He shoulder barged me.
Oh.
You challenged me, so I, decked him and his mother.
He turns, just gives you a vicious look and continues drinking.
How about we duel outside the city, see who has the last laugh?
Aurelia just goes and goes, I don't think we should be getting into fights with them because we might have an untimely accident.
You mean them?
Sure.
I mean, I'll say it's not like we were asking for a fight.
He was. I was just sitting there minding my own business, drinking my milk. He shoulder barged me. And, my oath demands that I rise to the challenge.
Yeah.
I take my oath to Akavir very seriously.
She just Aurelia goes, yeah, and I had to take my oath to Keeneroth very seriously, which was preserve life.
But you see how I smited that? See how I punched that guy and he went flying out the door? 360 no scope. Good punch.
Aurelia goes, I wonder if me wearing that. It's only she has an idea. She goes, if we want to upsell this thing as a bracelet of fertility or whatever, I think I got an idea.
Okay.
She goes,
First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my hand on her. Because she's currently intoxicated. Yeah, and I'm just going to go 5 points laying hands so it gets rid of that.
you killed my buzz, bro. That's
Yeah,
not cool.
I'm like, before you continue drinking, what's your plan?
She goes, my plan involved my plan involves me wearing that amulet, but we're either going to need someone like. She goes, I'm basically trying to say that if we're trying to sell this as a fertility amulet, the plan is basically she wears it and we all say, oh yeah, she used to be barren, but now she has 2 beautiful children that are in Skyrim right now. And that only happened once she wore that bracelet. And then I let you two do the talking.
Maybe or something.
Terminal says probably I'm better suited to push that story.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
then
have children here that we could use or something.
she goes,
Sure, I can lie my
Because
mouth off.
this is basically trying to pull snake's man soil. No, what?
a snake oil.
A snake oil salesman. Snake's man soil.
Yeah, I believe this is our. I believe this is our.
I mean, I'm effectively on snake soil. I mean, it's called Florida.
But, yeah, right. Let our companion here deal with it simply because sure I can spin a story, but I can't spin a story.
And then Aurelia goes, And then she's also thinking, she goes, they're probably going to ask me a lot of questions. So, I'm thinking I play the part of a mute.
Yeah. Part of the deal of receiving this bracelet from the goddess of fertility. I forget her name. She's no interest in me whatsoever. The deal was you lose your voice.
Yeah. Oh, so it's like You know, this reminds me of that one Disney movie. What was it called? What was it called? The little what?
Fish woman?
Yeah, Fish Woman. That was a great play. Made me cry at the end, though. It was very depressing. It was very depressing.
Um,
Terminal jokingly says, "At your service, my lady."
And then she looks and she goes, and also, we're gonna probably need a knight. You know. And then she looks and like she's thinking, she goes, and then, like out loud, she goes, I guess I guess you'll have to do for now. It's not like I'm not gonna ask her real ass.
What do you actually know about people that take our oaths?
I
Like,
haven't.
anyone can, look at me and go, "Oh man, this guy's what they call a conquestor, or a conquest paladin, or a crusader paladin, they might call us."
She looks at you and she goes, "You literally started a bar fight."
Yes,
I don't think that's what a knight would do.
you've read too many stories.
Clearly.
Some knights are honourable and chivalrous, but most of them are like us, like me.
Well, in any case, if we're gonna play the part of a noble lady, I have minstrel and then I have a knight.
Yeah, my half a brain would immediately know my.
Does the noble lady has like a fake name, or will she presenting herself as Aurelia?
She's gotta think about her name because she's gotta think. She's like, if I present as Aurelia, too many people know that name, and if they have house agents, they might be able to
That's
just
another
pick
thing.
me out of a crowd.
How about my sister?
You will not be able to claim from being from some whatever house, because that's you will be probably they will find out the rules really quickly if you present yourself from some important house.
How
Because you
about
have to
being my
come from a minor house that nobody listens, or nobody hears, or something.
How about being my sister?
That could work too.
Yeah, that'll work.
Because people know my family's name. But my family would also confirm it, particularly when you tell them that, here, I'll use my real name, my actual name. Oh, Bjorn's with this person. And they'll be like, oh, yes, Bjorn. Oh, he must be with his sister.
That'll work.
Mine are nobility. Easy enough. Plus, it'll take them months and months to track down my family. Last I heard, they were in Hammerfeld, actually. That was like 12 years ago.
She goes, She's thinking more about how they're gonna sell the whole that she had a child thing. She's got to figure that out.
Well, what better way to get scandalous people talking and women wanting to talk about you than you were infertile, you made a deal with the goddess who made you fertile. With this bracelet, took away your voice for the lover what you would never be able to marry due to his station. You know, that romantic story those women fall for.
She's thinking about that one book that nobody talks about.
Yeah. 50 Shades of Grey.
No, the other one.
Lost Air going made.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was that just low key? Just somebody? I'll ask about that
No,
later.
that's just a joke. That's just an inside dev joke.
Oh, good. I thought that was actually real.
No, it's kind of
But-
nice to feel, but it's also a dev joke.
Yeah, but in any case, Aurelia starts to think about that, and she's like, I wonder if. And she's starting to think, she goes, how would we be able to sell how would you be able to sell that? Because being your sister,
You're out
Would you-
searching for them. They were kidnapped by bandits.
she just goes, oh yes, that's great. That makes for a great story.
I mean, yeah.
You're in the fantasy of Middle Ages. Kids die all the time, and
Oh yeah, that's good.
when they are
That
not
is a good-
christened, when they are not given a name, they aren't really considered to be long-lasting yet. You know, infant
That-
fertility is very high, so
All right, that makes sense.
faking the
It's not
existence
like
of a baby,
established.
sure.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Well, I guess we can go back to the Lord
I have, an
Fall's
idea
wife.
I have an idea to expand in that story. The infants died, and your husband. That was also a forbidden love. Ran away in pain. And you're out searching for him. He lets out a fake cry and goes, oh,
She just thinks to herself. She's like, if only Zora would come through that door right now, I'd probably have a better cover story.
I mean, I don't know what you women do. Being honest with you, I hid things.
And she just goes, well, that'll work.
So what are you
Rabbit
planning
seems
to do?
Well, we are going to go back to the lady and let her know that the plant is a snake oil salesman, effectively. Snake oil, but I let these two do all the talking.
Well, she loves a bit of court manipulation herself, and speaks of one time when she and her husband did something similar to acquire some form of favor from another house. Like they had poisoned their food and then gave them the antidote right after to seem as their saviors, and got some nice land from that.
Terminal feels a little bit disappointed about hearing this, but he says nothing.
Write that down, write that down!
I just noticed that she has a dagger in her hand.
Yeah.
What? Could she solo all three of us?
Like,
Did you smell me?
Aurelia, just as soon as she sees the dagger, she's just thinking to herself. She's thinking, if this bitch cuts my dress, there will
Well,
there will definitely be an open spot.
It's a dagger that also doubles as a comb, so she's combing her hair, and you notice that the
I-
handle is that of a dagger.
Ah,
She's not actively
Oh, it's
having an
like
open
those,
blade.
like those switch knives that open up as a comb.
Yeah.
But it's also
Ah.
it seems like it's one of these that like comb daggers that what a woman would do is go up behind a man and then shove it into his ear.
Yeah.
Yep.
and my plan is very the plan is very much fallen into place.
Very well. I see you also made sure to dress up for the occasion. Very well. Exquisite work.
I had to do something that was practical.
Hmm. I'm sure Nord women like yourself love this sort of this form of battle dress.
She goes, I know a few friends who'd probably laugh at me wearing this.
But
Well,
not
it
North.
suits the rebellious nature.
Like,
She just gets daggers from beyond.
no, she's not talking about Bjorn, she's talking about someone else.
But I don't know the context behind it. So when he says rebellious nature, he's thinking about the unrest that's happening in Skyrim right now.
Yeah, what's the name of Ulfric's father? Hog. Yeah. She speaks
Hog?
of Hog and his Stormcloak rebellion. The Great Bear of Eastmarch. Anyway. Well, I'd love to hear news of your exploits. Of your plan when it finally comes to pass.
Do us a favour though, if you want to help this plan get along. Spread our exploits about the recent poema or the recent Falmar.
Oh, be sure the news will spread like wildfire. It's not every day that we find Folmer in our region. I'm sure every hot-headed adventurer, bandit killer, hunter, exterminator will want to get their hands on some of that stuff.
Aurelia thinks and like she thinks and she goes, with this battle armor, I think that would make sense. Yeah. Now she understands why they had to go do that.
If you spread it around saying that it was this mute sister related to this mute woman and her brother and her minstrel, then he'll sit there and say the story that the whole plan in the story, and says spread that around the course.
Ah, sure,
Spread the
that's
sadness
easy.
of this woman's tale.
I gotta look for a way to. So there is a way. I know that message is a cantrip. Oh, I don't know it, so that is sad. So that means I have to find a way to one. Hmm.
Come again, sorry?
She
I
can't
was
speak
asking
because
if
She can't-
she would pretend to have no voice at all, completely, or she would be unable to speak because she's in pain or something like that in the throat, because it pains to her to speak.
Um,
Hmm.
I don't know.
Don't worry,
See the
guys.
problem. See the problem. If they try to find out if she is telling the truth or not by not speaking, they can just jab her with a poke and she screams of pain or something. You see the problem? I mean, it's not they will do it by completely surprise, I think.
I mean, she can speak.
I mean,
but only
let's just worry about she not speaking, and then if they try to confirm that, we'll figure it out then. That's pretty much not else we can do now. I think.
Oh well.
Hmm.
Why is being mute relevant?
just you know,
To be easy
What?
to disguise in case they decide to
But also,
ask her
I was just
difficult
looking for a way to
questions.
also talk to my companions without necessarily talking, which message would solve.
Yeah, that will be
Yeah.
like
Let
limit.
me see what kind of components message has. I think it only has somatic. Oh, it has verbal, somatic, and material.
I think there's only. I think the bard would know it.
yeah.
I don't know. Does Terminal have the message country?
No, it does not.
Well,
I mean, she can speak, but only in a whisper.
Yeah. You have to whisper to cast message. At least whisper.
yeah, like she's like. How about this? She's like in so much pain that she doesn't really like talking. In fact, the pain of her love being away basically has just made her very much mute. The only time she'll ever
There-
make noise is to cry.
I mean, there are real life mental conditions that make a person not to want to speak, even if it's able to.
Yeah,
Yes, Lord.
PTSD.
Yeah.
The death of her children makes it that she doesn't want to speak and refuses to speak unless absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna.
And she only speaks to either Bjorn or the minstrel. Or the bard. They're the only two people she speaks to willingly.
Well, Terminal says we have a trip to make. We can find something better in the way there. We don't need to decide right now.
Just spread rumors that we have
Right
a
this
fertility bracelet that's guaranteed to give you children. He shows the bracelet.
Yeah. She is
Wait,
very
I know.
fond of the bracelet.
I know. I had an idea. You can say that the fertility bracelet only works if you don't speak.
Quick! Wait. Don't tempt me to give it to the Yapatron sisters. Don't tempt me, because I'll actually give it to her.
Oh, we need to sell it for like 500 gold, you know?
Yeah. Here, take this and never speak again. Shut the
That's
fuck-
it.
And
That's
if
it. Terminal says that that was the agreement.
And if a
This
child,
bracelet only works if the woman doesn't speak.
and you can't take it off whatsoever, or your child will die.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That too, right?
This is where we baby trap it.
Oh,
Baby
good
food.
lord.
As soon as one of the sisters put it on, it's like charmed. So as soon as one of the sisters put it on, and they take it off, it explodes, taking them with them.
So, Lady Queen will make sure to spread some useful gossip for you. She won't pass on an opportunity to mess up another house. She's Betty like that. And she wishes you a nice trip, a nice easy way all the way to the other house, and she will be happy to hear news when all this is done.
Ah,
Himself as
All right.
Betty was born.
yeah, I'm just working on the new character thing.
Okay.
That way we can actually.
Okay,
Great.
so
Tater.
we will be seeing things go down on our next session.
All right.
Good.
See everybody around.
See y'all next week. Let's see what happens on this edition of The Little Mermaid.